Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is a great day, and you probably know why. It's because the market is cranking, and the market in general is cranking. So it is September 9th, 2022. It's 8:24 a.m. here in the Arizona desert, and the crypto market is rocking. And in general, that means that good in the world is winning. So let's check it out. BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Things that I mentioned as far as links and such, and some things that I use and endorse. Go check it out. You'll have a great time. Checking out FinViz here. First of all, let's just look at the market in general. As you can see, the Dow, it's up today. NASDAQ is up today. S&P 500 is up today. They're all taking a short break, beginning to trail off a little bit. But if they just can stay in the positive, that would be wonderful. Looking at the S&P, especially up 1.16% already, that is grooving. So looking at the S&P 500 in general, looking at all the stocks that make it up, almost every market is in the green today. So it is a glorious, glorious day, unless you're PayPal for some reason you're down a little bit. Well, that's how it goes. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, last 24 hours, 9 billion. That is incredible volume. I'll take it. Good number of hours ago this morning, I would say starting around 3 a.m. I guess that's when the whale conference call was. Bitcoin started moving hardcore, as you can see by these purple little columns here. Lots and lots and lots of shorts got wrecked. That's just the way it goes. Oh, and look at this. They're continuing to get liquidated. Well, it's what you get. God forbid something good happen in the world. So, looking at Bitcoin price skyrockets above 20K, leaves over 160 million shorts liquidated. What do I have to say to that? Good. All right. So looking at Bitcoin, we're coming in at 21,187 right now. It is like a rocket ship to Pluto. Looking at the top 100, we got many things that are completely kicking ass right now. One of them is RVN. We'll look at that, and also LUNC. We'll rock through this rather quickly. I don't know why Ravencoin is pumping so much, but it's inspiring because I've always thought it's one of the first real tokenization of asset coins. It's GPU mineable only, as far as I know, and it actually has offered miners, especially people who got in early, a really great way to make a little bit of money. So if you got a gaming machine with a nice little GPU in it, or a couple of them, might be something to run when you're not gaming, because it can make you some money. Ape coin, it's going ape poop. It's up like 15%. Anything else really interesting to look at? Let's see. Terra Luna Classic is down 14%. It kind of dumped, but it appears to be doing a bounce, which would make sense, especially with the hype around that coin right now. Ravencoin's up, and Rocket Pool, whatever it is up 20% RPL. So the top 100 in general are in the green, and I like seeing that. How's Neo doing? Where's Neo? Neo up 5%, continues to rock. So with that said, let's keep moving. Nice to see the top 100 up in general in the green. Looking at spot trading volume on the big exchanges, it's not super rocking. I mean, with the 9 billion we're seeing in Bitcoin trading volume explicitly, you'd expect to see a little bit more out there. But does not really matter. It's happening. We're starting to see all the big exchanges turn extremely green today and be in the positive numbers as far as volume. Looking at the 7-day graph, we are trailing up right now. Not a bad way to start the week. And it's Friday. This is traditionally when you're going to see some volume kind of trail off, but right now we're definitely having a good Friday. Maybe a nice way to get some gains if those pumps ain't already all over. And if they are over, time to do some shorts if that's your thing. Looking at longs versus shorts on blockchain whispers here, looking at Binance explicitly, 47% long, 52% short for Bitcoin. For Ethereum, 43% long, 56% short. So it very, very well may be time to start shorting or selling. Not financial advice, just kind of thinking out loud. All right. With that said, looking at this beautiful fib chart that I've had going for quite a while, ever since around the since around March 2020. As you can see, It looked like we were going to actually maybe revisit the 786 fib line again, fib level again, but we did not. We're pumping. You can see that beautiful little green candle there, back above the 20 WMA, getting ready to challenge the 50 moving average on the daily chart. That would be quite explicitly wonderful, and probably get us back up in that 618 golden pocket above 26,670. Do note, daily MACD ferociously positive. I do certainly enjoy seeing that. Okay, now let's look at Bitcoin on. I'm missing something. I'll find it. Bitcoin on the 45-minute chart. What I like seeing here is it's exploded back over the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average. As you can see, that gained us a blue diamond merit badge. We're above the range we were playing in for quite a while. And also all the EMA ribbons of the Madrid, all the Madrid ribbons, the EMAs in the, I think it's Madrid EMA ribbons. Let me just find that for you real quick so I remember. Is it Madrid? Yeah, Madrid moving average ribbon. It's over there at bitcoindaily.com. You can find that indicator. It does exist over at TradingView. So you can easily click that sucker on. When all the Madrid ribbons, the EMAs, are above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart, that's wonderful. And of course, Bitcoin's also above the 200 moving average on the 314, like I said. Pushing top of that RSI cave really hard. Kind of hard to imagine we're not going to see some kind of a retrace. Directional index is green, squeeze indicators green, SME binary candles are green, the KRI is starting to trail down, stochastic RSI actually shows that we're oversold a bit on this short time frame. Let's look at the 4-hour chart and see how we're doing here. 4-hour chart, quite inspiring. I like that we have room to move. In general, this chart looks good. Squeeze indicators beginning to show positive. Directional index is in the green. ADX is just getting just above 20 right now. On the 4-hour chart, KRI is very hot. Stochastic RSI shows oversold, overbought. See some nice institutional money coming in here with these yellow candles on the volume indicator. We do have room to get above this 200 moving average. I definitely have an alert set for crossing this 200 moving average today on the 4-hour chart. That would be really groovy, especially if we can get above the 200 moving average. If we could get above there, which I know is quite a ways, but if we could get support around 22,400 plus, and stay above the 200 and the 314, or even above the 200 at around like even 21. It's just 2,200. Get above there, find support, stay there over the weekend. That would just be groovy. So we'll see what happens. The 200 moving average here on the 4-hour chart might be a logical spot where we see some rejection if we keep pumping today. Definitely going to be a challenge to get above it, but we're in a good spot. Indicators look good on the 4-hour chart. It looks like it's just getting started, to be honest with you. Now, RVN, just mentioning it because I like it, and it kind of shows what a lot of alts are doing. If you can find alts that are above the 200 moving average and have stayed there, a lot of them moved up this morning. Would have been great to get in, but it happened really quick. So now we're kind of figuring what are we going to do? Get in, wait, short. The chart looks just beautiful. I really am kind of wondering about with the positive directional index and the ADX squeeze, SME binary candles, KRI is looking pretty good, but on the way down, stochastic RSI kind of shows maybe sold right now. So we'll see what happens. So many things are kind of extended right now. The trick really is on the 45-minute chart, especially watch your red 8 moving average. If you're too far above or below it, you're going to snap back to it. So right now, as you can see, RVN crank got above the 8 moving average too far, came back to it. Now it's over it. Will it come back to it or keep going? Hard to tell. Let's look at like a 5-minute chart, see what it's doing. 5-minute chart, which just continues to cruise up, hitting kind of a plateau here. Indicators looking good. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. Yeah, 4-hour chart pushing top of that RSI cave. Definitely on the 4-hour chart, you can see some institutional money has been coming in, pushing that thing around. ADX is starting to trail off. Stochastic RSI shows overbought. I'm gonna give this thing a little while and just see what it does today. I'm not quite into a position yet. Also, we are Friday. We could definitely give a lot of this back. This is definitely right here. As like a lot of alts, we are definitely in a Bart Simpson pattern that we could see complete very, very easily. So just beware things that look good right now. Definitely watch for those Bart patterns. Watch for Bitcoin to give a lot back. We'll see what happens. This because always got to remember that the whales here that pump this thing Definitely got some big sales coming in now. People want to push it down. We got liquidations going on. Those shorts that got squeezed, they may find their vengeance yet. So right now, I'm not seeing any particularly huge whale battles as far as big money trying to push it up or down. It seems like we might be just from what I'm seeing here with the whale traffic, and this is a bit of an intuitive read here. Looking at this, you can find this over at bitcoindailyview.com. I linked to this cool chart where you can see your longs versus shorts here running. I'm just not really seeing too much of a battle right now. Maybe I'm starting to. We'll see. I'm really kind of curious to see if as we trail off into Friday further along, especially after market close, if we see look at the bears now. You got 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 1.4, 2 million, a lot of big sells coming in. So you're going to see people who are just taking profit, and you're also going to see the desire by some to push the market back down. So just beware. This is an exciting moment, but also one to definitely be somewhat careful, because we definitely could see something like this. Not to be a doomsayer, but we could hold sideways for a little bit and then BART it. Boom! Would not surprise me at all if that happened over the weekend. So definitely, if you're in profit, get a stop loss in profit. If you can, get a trailing take profit going. If you're ready to short, have your finger on that trigger finger and your other in your other hand a bottle of Jack Daniels and whatever, and continue watching your Buffy the Vampire Killer marathon in your mom's basement. So anyway, LUNC. Looking wonderful. I like what I'm seeing here in that it has been running up powerfully. LUNC. I like this. This is against USDT. This morning it did crash when Bitcoin moved up. Okay, some alts are going to pump with it. Some are going to dump when Bitcoin pumps. It all depends. Sometimes when Bitcoin dumps, there's some alts that pump. Sometimes when it pumps, there's altcoins that pump and dump, and et cetera, et cetera. Some coins are going to go with Bitcoin. Some are going to go against it. Okay. So with that said, looking at LUNC here, it dumped hard. But what I like about this on the 45-minute chart, it wicked right to the 200 moving average and started moving back up. So you can see the big money came in. The directional index is beginning to lessen, to turn back up towards the positive side. ADX is moving up as the price action moves up. Squeeze indicators not showing positive upwards momentum yet. Binary candles have stayed green. KR is on the way down. Stochastic RSI shows we're probably oversold. So I actually took a slight position in this a little bit ago with a tight stop. We'll see what happens. It's kind of a risky play, not exactly the best trading methodology, but sometimes we just do crazy stuff. It happens. So US dollar DXY top is forming. Is this possible? So the Fed are yet to acknowledge that inflation has peaked in the U.S. Next week, CPI print expected to show deflation. ECB, those European characters, God save the Queen, are going to hike aggressively into year end. Euro makes up 58% of the dollar index basket. So what does that mean? I'm not even totally sure. But from what I have heard is that ultimately, if the euro does dump, which definitely, look at Germany and some of the European countries, definitely by the nature of things can pull the DXY down. Quote, let me know if I'm not right on that. I don't necessarily know traditional markets super well, but I will take this tweet and put it in a live chat here so you can have access to it. This guy's definitely worth a follow, I think. All right, and this is something I also heard on the grapevine this morning. I'll retweet this. You can always follow bitcoindailyview.com. Who am I? Yeah, I'm sorry. No, Radiant Creator on Twitter. You can follow me there. Anyway, here's something I heard mentioned this morning a few places, and we'll see. This is the dollar strength index. Dollar strength index, some have noted, now we're still not that far in September, but looking at how hardcore it's pumped above all moving averages that are important, like the 200, 314, 50, and 20 WMA. This thing has just been cranking like crazy. So definitely isn't up. It could get back to the, to recent highs we had back in February of 2002. We could see it certainly has room to continue moving up, but this thing has been pushing pretty darn hard. Of course, that's done deliberately, but as it's pushing hard, we know it's just crushing the stock market and commodities, etc. So it's just not going to break my heart if this actually is true. if we're hitting a plateau here. Now, why I mention that is I've heard this referenced, okay? The Gravestone Doji candlestick, what does it mean? Basically, if you see it at the top here of a run, boom. Also, if you see it at the bottom of a run, it could be a reversal. It can be a reversal on either side. But are we seeing a Gravestone Doji here on the monthly? Looking at the DXY monthly chart looks pretty reasonable to me. It's early in the game. Maybe this is not going to become valid, but I'm going to watch this. Could we be seeing on the monthly a Gravestone Doji? I heard this mentioned a couple places this morning. Where I actually heard it mentioned last was Crypto Zombie, a good YouTube presence, talking about crypto. So we shall see. I would truly love to see the DXY begin to chill a little bit, just for the good of humanity. I'm going to do one thing I hadn't planned on doing, but let's just rock it out real quick. Let me look at the U.S. oil spot. Okay, let me pull this up here. Boom. We'll get out of here in just a second. I want to don't want to hold you guys up too long. We all got stuff to do. But looking at this here, let me go and pull up my other cool chart. Bam. So let's just check things out today. So DXY is right here on the daily chart. As you can see, it's kind of plummeting. It's below the 20 WMA. Maybe it might just, even if it just did this, something that we could actually work with, I think would be really beneficial. I say, where's my parallel channels? Oh man, I'm probably looking right at it. You guys probably see it. There it is. So what if, yeah, even something like this, I'm gonna draw this a little bit sloppy just for the sake of brevity. So yeah, what if we do have kind of on the daily a channel going like that, and it's a DXY is at the heartbeat, and it's going to come visit the 50 at the bottom of the channel before it moves up. Even a 50 bounce would be good enough. Just give the market a break, DXY, please, for the love of all goodness. Let the market run a bit. So with that said, looking at oil, of course, as DXY lessens, oil price on the daily is cranking up, trying to get above the 314 moving average, trying to get above the 20 WMA. We'll see if that happens, coming in at $85 a barrel. S&P 500, as you can see, as the DXY has been dumping here. The DXY has been dumping a little bit. You can see that the S&P 500 has just been on fire, back above the 50 moving average and 20 WMA. That is just groovy. I like seeing it. I think it even opened this morning with a gap on the positive side. That is wonderful. US Tech 100, even if you don't like them, I'm not saying I do, but still challenging the 50 moving average right now, pumping. I like seeing that. Gold back in the green, silver back in the green, couple green candles in a row, back above the 20 WMA, heading for that 50 moving average, and actually gold over here, it has wicked above the 20 WMA, heading for that 50. So DXY, die you evil thing. And give the market a break. Let humanity have a little fun for a change. It doesn't always have to be about friggin' globalists and WEF and all that crap, and the Inflation Reduction Act, what a bunch of crap. Anyway, guys, with that said, we're going to get out of here. I think this is beautiful. We're in a good spot. I love it right now. Bitcoin is just pushing like crazy. If you look at the blockchain whispers and longs versus shorts, it looks like a lot of the big money on Binance, which tends to be pretty accurate, is beginning to think it's time to probably short. I'd be careful right now. It's dangerous spiritual and physical time. it's a crazy moment. I'm kind of betting a little bit on LUNC. We're going to see what happens. Probably won't play out. I think I'm going to end up hitting my trailing take profit. Maybe make some money off this as it moves back up. But RVN still cranking. Watch out for Bart Simpson completions right now. Crazy day in the market. When you're overextended like this, when something's really pumped, when the market pumps really hard, it's probably going to retrace. Hopefully, it's not too hard. I like what I'm seeing. Could this be a good thing? It's interesting. I think a lot of this is truly being inspired by the DXY dumping. And like this character said, where's that tweet? Here it is. Yeah, like this character. Sorry about that. I think never mind. I lost the tweet. You know what it looked like. Anyway, or is it right here? No. Sorry guys. I don't want to hold you up. But dollar strength index, looking at it here on the daily chart, we are seeing some downwards velocity, thankfully. And like I say, even if we just play this channel out, I think it's going to be a glorious thing if the market even gets that much of a break. Of course, if you're shorting, then, what does it matter? You can make money either way. But just for, humanity needs a little bit of hope right now. I've had enough. Everyone's kind of gotten their ass kicked the last 2.5 years, one way or the other. And even a visit down to the 50 moving average here, and then a move back up on the DXY, let up a lot of the long-centric people, get back in the green. So with that said, there you go. Remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi that you own, it is the most optimistic vote and putting your life's energy into something beautiful. It's a belief in the science fiction, beautiful utopian future for humanity, and not that nonsense globalist WEF thing. And truly, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you kick the DXY in the ass, and it needs it. So stack sats and make the world a better place. I'll see you tomorrow.